Videotape. Video comes in many different shapes, sizes, and forms. The first video cameras go way back using film all the way up to the 1700s. The first commercially available videotape that you could play at home was Betamax. I don't have a Betamax tape, and I don't feel like collecting it. The more commercially successful version of a home videotape was the VHS tape. The VHS tape could hold a lot more film and could hold a lot longer movies too. There were even some video cameras that you could just slide a blank tape into, like this one, and just record straight to the tape from a camera. Another video format, this is VHSC. I do have a camera that uses this, but it doesn't work. Yeah, I used to call them video cassettes if you wanted to sound cool and smart. If people wanted to record a video, they didn't want to lug these big tapes around and film videos on. They'd rather have something a lot smaller like compact VHS. Big downside though was this little wheel. You had to wind the tape to give it the tension it needs. If the tape didn't have enough tension, it would shrivel up in your tape player. Then after that, the tape started getting smaller, a lot thinner, and hold a lot more footage. This is 8mm video cassette, holds about 30 minutes of video, and I also think it looks a lot better than VHSC. Then after that, going into the late 90s and early 2000s, we had Mini DV. This was a lot smaller, way more compact, and believe it or not, this tiny tape holds an hour of footage. Mini DV footage kind of combines digital video and analog video together. It creates a pretty good look. A lot of great YouTube pioneers like the Angry Video Game Nerd and great TV shows like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia were filmed on Mini DV. And then we go to today with your iPhone that can record up to 4K. So, yeah. What beast of a camera uses these videotapes? Well, let's start at the beginning and I'll show you. VHSC, or VHS Compact, came out in 1982 and it was invented by JVC. Cameras that play this format can be big and small, but I have a pretty decently sized one right here. There's also a JVC. This is the JVC SVHSC. What does that mean? It means Super VHSC. For a little bit, there was a new video format called Super VHS. There's only a select few of players. It didn't do too well because it was too expensive. I don't have a battery for this camera or a power plug-in, so I have no idea if it works, and I can't show you this footage. It's got a light on the front, a mono microphone, and a manual lens cap. Check that out. Yeah. It's got this feature right here, a 5-second recorder. What this basically is just a 5-second timer. You press this button, go set up your shot or whatever, and then the videotape starts recording. A lot of cameras later on don't have this. I wonder why. Apparently the way you put a tape in is this whole section right here pops out and then you put the tape in. 400 times digital zoom! What? Well, yeah, like I said, I'd like to show you this footage and how the camera looks, but I can't. Moving on to 8mm video cassette. This format came out a few years later in 1984 and was developed first by Kodak. And this is the camera that plays this tape. Now believe this or not, but you can actually still buy brand new batteries for this camera. This is the Sony Handycam with, Sony's very memorable names. The CCD TVR V43 NTSC video high-8 camera. I made a few videos in the past with this camera. I made a lot of videos with this camera, just not for YouTube. One feature this camera has that I really love is night shot. Since this one works, I get to show you. One thing I really like about this camera is the standby in lock mode. What lock does is that it temporarily powers off the camera, so when I put it in standby mode, it turns the camera on and keeps the tape around the spools so I can lock it to turn off to save battery and put it in standby mode to start recording. Now you get to see what this footage looks like, right? Check out my bottle of Coke. What's something cool I can show you on this? I can show you my guitar. Isn't it so pretty? Dick. You know what? I got a perfect test subject for this camera. How does she look? Now I'm gonna turn all the lights off and you get to see the night shot. Alright, now check this out. Pretty cool, huh? Everything's green. Oh, that's gonna do it for this camera. See you back in 4K. And we're back. Check this out. Look, it's you. Look, it's you. It's you right there.
It's you right there.
There's also a picture effects thing. It lets me do all kinds of cool picture effects. I can change it to be pastel, negative, black and white, sepia. It's really finicky. This thing sucks. Still a really cool camera. I filmed a lot of videos with it. I really like this thing. I almost forgot. I have a second Video 8 camera. It was the first camera I ever collected. I haven't used it in a long time, so let's hope it still works. Oh, I hate this camera. Oh, I fucking hate this camera. I just had a flood of memories. I forgot how much I hated this thing. God fucking damn it. This was the first vintage video camera I ever collected. I really hate this thing. This is the Sharp ViewCam. The only cool thing I can say about this camera is the fact that the LCD viewing screen is a lot bigger. The camera's lens itself tilts around. Other than that, this camera is featureless and it sucks. They don't make reproduction batteries for this thing. So what I usually would have to do is plug this stupid battery pack in that's attached with a cable. It would end in this stupid proprietary connector, go into this box. This bitch plugs into the wall. Let's see if it even works. Why are you doing that, White? Oh god, it turned on immediately. Oh no. Turn it off, please. This camera has no features, by the way. There's nothing interesting to say about it. There was a bezel here that told me what the controls were, but it fell off a long time ago. Let's go for camera. Wow, the date's still on there. Wow, there's a battery for that. I'd like it back, please. How did it keep the date? How does it know it's the 9th? Oh my god, the time is almost right. That's kind of scary. I haven't powered this thing on in years. Yeah, I'm not giving you the liberty of a tape. Fuck you. I've had so many malfunctions with this system. One time it wouldn't eject the tape at all, and then another time it jammed the tape in itself. It's such a piece of shit. That's kind of scary though, that it knows the date and time right now. That's wow. Oh, that's the Sharp ViewCam. Oh, and it has a remote. Well, yeah, whatever, that's that. All right, we've seen enough from you. Just go to sleep now, forever and always. Give me my fucking battery back. And moving on to the newer stuff, Mini DV. I know this format through and through. I've been making videos on Mini DV since I was a little kid. Not like real videos, just recording basic stuff. I have a video with me playing with my friends. I got videos of me watching Bob's Burgers. Yeah, I have two Mini DV cameras that I'm going to show you. The Mini DV format was introduced in 1995 by Sony. It was designed to bring high-quality digital video recording to consumer camcorders in a compact 6mm tape format. As much as I'd love to show you my childhood camcorder, I just don't have it. So what I got next later on was this commercially used Panasonic camcorder. This is the Panasonic AG-DVC7. It says on the side for commercial use only, so I can only imagine this is meant for live TV stations and film schools. How I know it was meant for film schools and schools with film classes. The only video online about this specific camera is a video from a high school teaching kids how to use this camera. One thing I really like about this camera is how big it is. I mean, it's great for very steady shots with the two recording buttons on the top and bottom. This handle is the best part of this camera. Now, something that really confuses me about this camera is that the top zoom is really slow, while the bottom zoom is pretty fast, but it's not extremely fast. There's also a Photoshop button, which makes a still photo, and I've done it in a video. I'll show it. This is the first camera I owned that actually came with a remote. This remote. Pretty nice to have. I've used it before filming other videos. I have filmed a top-down video like this with this camera. It's not out yet. You might see it later. This camera also works. Let me show you. The biggest drawback I have with this camera is how heavy it is. It's really heavy and really stressing this tripod out. It's a cheap tripod. I can't afford the nice ones. This is why I don't like using this camera on this tripod. I hate it. Let's pull in our test subject. Oh yeah, look, you get to see the IR sensor blinking. And look at the great detail I can get into here with just the zoom alone. This is why I really like older film cameras instead of modern digital ones. If I zoomed in all the way with a digital camera, that would be very blurry. Now look at that. I just ended the tape. Whoops. And now for the newest camera in my collection, which I just got today, by the way, this thing. This is the Panasonic, again Panasonic with a very memorable names, PVDV851. I bought this camera off eBay for $91. I did not expect it to come in its original box, which is just awesome. 2.5-inch color LCD monitor. Whoa! 1200 by 900 pixel still image. That's actually pretty good. That's like modern day background almost. Driver software included for Windows 95, 98, ME, and Windows 2000. Now let's check it out. I like how the box diagram is laid out here. That's interesting. Okay, now before you say anything, there was a lot more in this. I already opened it up and looked at it earlier today. I couldn't help myself, man. I just wanted to show the fact that it came with this original box, which is hella groovy. And this is it. The reason I bought it is because it uses mini DV tapes. Pretty cool, pretty cool. But it turns out this camera's a lot cooler than I thought it was, and I think it's my new favorite camera. The main reason I love this camera already is because the battery chargers for both the big commercial use only Panasonic mini DV camera, they're both the exact same battery chargers and they have the exact same batteries. Mini DV in, I'll show you the process of that later. And something else that really got me to buy this camera was the SD card feature. Before I started making this video, I spent a good amount of time trying to get an SD card to work with this thing. None of them worked. They're either too big or they're too new or they weren't formatted correctly. I found this one though. I have no idea how old this card is, but it works, so I don't care. It's also got a color viewfinder, which a lot of the other cameras didn't have. Also, check this out. I discovered this a second ago. That's awesome. It's also got stereo microphones, so that's pretty sweet. Something that's new about this camera that I haven't seen before is how the tape ejects. Watch this. Yeah, I've never seen a camera do that before. And we've seen footage from the other camera, but let's see footage from this camera too. They might be different for all we know. Now let's switch to this camera. Now we're on this camera. Pretty cool, huh? We'll zoom in all the way. Look at the detail on that, huh? I guess I could show you picture effects. This is strobe. Yeah. This is the gain up effect. Yeah, it kind of gives it a pretty shitty look. And this is the trail effect. Whoa. This is a mosaic. Oh no, I'm turning into a Sega Genesis game. And this is the mirror effect. Whoa. I almost forgot. We gotta take a picture with this thing. I'll pop it up. I'll just throw it up on screen. Bet you haven't seen this computer in a long time, huh? iMovie, and it's pretty damn simple after it loads. Oh shit, this is still here. All I gotta do is switch it to the camera mode. No camera attached yet. Get your camera. Get it right in there. Oh shit! Alright. I didn't know I could do that. Wow. All I gotta do is have the camera on, click import. Check this out. Look at the detail on that, huh? This is the trail effect. Whoa. That was all the footage I had off this camera. Pretty simple. You might get more videos from me on this camera in the future. Who knows? Well, that's gonna do it for this video. That's my cameras and you're still on. Oh, those are my cameras and that's the cool stuff I just wanted to show you. You might see more videos from this camera soon, or maybe that one. Who knows? I'll never tell you. Bye-bye.